Hundreds of years before the arrival of European settlers, the Mohave Indians had developed a route from present-day Bullhead City, Arizona, along the Colorado River to the Pacific coast. The purpose of the route was to trade goods with coastal Indians. Of the original 250 miles, you can still travel the first 140 miles via high clearance vehicle. So come along, let's explore this trail and enjoy it and see it the same as it was centuries ago. We'll be airing down here in a bit. It's 101 degrees, got a little breeze coming at us from the southwest, and it feels not too bad, 101 degrees, but it still feels all right. Alrighty, well, I'm going to start airing down, and we'll talk to you later. Got a ways to go. We're going to go down to 16 for this trail. I don't know if you can make it out, but the road over there to the left is what we'll be taking later, but the one directly in front of us is what goes up to the Paiute Fort. Well, here we're coming up on Highway 95 from the east, and this is where I've got on the Mojave Trail, Mojave Road, every time I've done it. This is the first time that I think I've done it proper. So anyways, there's 95, and away we go. Looky there. Now, I'll make sure I'll try to zoom this in as best as I can. So, I don't know if you can see it, but right there, that road, that's where we were when we took that picture, or that look over this way earlier today, 45 minutes ago. That's how long it took to get from there over to here. Foundation for the old fort, part of it. Some more down in there. There's a hawk. Imagine that. I'm assuming this is marking a trail. We'll look for the petroglyphs. Fort Paiute, built to last. How'd you like to have lived out here? And here it is after all these years. Is that 150 years later? And the mortar's still there. The wall's still standing. Pretty dang impressive. Here's a little more information for you to read. Believe it or not, this road at one time was paved. I think there's some sections up there. They still even have the reflectors on it still.
think there's a couple sections up here where you can still see the pavement. Pretty crazy. Whatever we pull out of here. Oh, that's no good. It's all pennies. That needs cleaned out. There we go. Maybe bring us good luck. Alrighty. Well, that's the penny can. Glad they saved the penny tree. There's a big forest fire come through here a couple of years ago. And you can see it got most of the Joshua trees out there. It's good to see some of them are coming back pretty strong. Rock Spring Loop Trail. I'll show you all the pertinent stuff. So this guy raised goats here. He got injured in a chemical attack in World War I. Isn't this neat? Anyways, I think it's pretty cool. He built this all by hand. I don't know if anybody's got enough gumption to do that today. All right, let's try this now. Yeah, so I was going to tell you the story about him. He moved here in 1920. He returned from the war and built the house. He was told that he didn't have long to live. So he started building the rock house and hoping he could get it done in a couple of years. It took him 9 years to finish it. And then he passed away 25 years later. And we're gonna make it to camp, I think. Just at the right time. There's his old goat corral. Wish you could fly the drone out here. This would be a good spot for it. All right, that's it for now. Yep. This was camp. Somebody left their stuff. Not good. First thing in the morning. I don't know if you can see the lights way across there. That's the road. Probably can't. See if I can zoom in on it. Yeah, I don't know if you can see the, yeah, there you go. A little glimmer there, the headlights right in the V. Those hills closest to it. That's the road we came down last night. And now we're at my favorite, there's a bat. I don't know if you saw him.
So here's camp last night. Pretty cool little area in here. It's all sand. This is a wash or drainage. Comes down through there. Leaves this nice sandbar in here. Somebody else's fire pit there. There's mine. I'll take that apart before I leave. Needless to say, all this stuff is blooming or pollinating out here, and it's got my sinuses going good. What a beautiful morning. Just a little breeze, and it's probably about 68 or so, maybe 70. All right, well, time to go put stuff away. You're right here at the top of this hill. It's just pretty cool. Cinder cones in the valley. I guess off down that way somewhere is I-40. Just a beautiful morning. All right.
Alrighty. So there you go. You got the flag that is set up out here by the Mojave Road Society, something or other. There's a note in here. They come out, change out the flag, maintain it. Let's see. Are the ones that are maintaining the flag. And as you can see, it is in very good condition. Looky there. No tears, no nothing. Thank you, people. So you got the frog garden. One turtle. Some toads. Pretty neat. And then I had heard that they had removed all this stuff, the cars from this rock here, but it looks like somebody's put them back. Yep, they're different. These are all new trucks. Then there used to be a bunch of gnomes out here somewhere. Yeah, it looks like a lot of them have been carried off. This used to be just full of them in here. I bet the last time I was here, there was probably 40 or 50 of them all stacked in here. Anyways. Seems like there was something else out here. Oh, there was a bunch of dolls, like doll heads, that were back off that way. And we can't come out here without stopping at the lava tubes, so we will, I think that's the next stop. Let's go see what we can find. Lava tubes next, I believe. That's where we came from. Here's the road coming in here. Look out over the cinder cones. See if I can bring them in a little bit. There we go. Cinder cones. Mojave Desert. And they just keep going and going and going. Ooh, straight down. That is straight down too. You can see the skylight. You can see it was holding some water in here. Somebody's having fun. On the video, I guess you can kind of see it a little bit looking back this way with the light shining the way it is. Tough part in here is this low bridge. Pretty narrow. Don't have to get on your hands and knees or bellow crawl, but it's pretty close. And then just don't stand up too early, or you whack your head like I did there a little bit ago. Okay. So the route across Soda Lake is now closed. They just recently put this sign up. This wasn't here last year when I came through here, so that's pretty cool. At least you know ahead of time.